This is Hensol Campsite. It's on Hensol Estate, just below Mossdale. But you come off the A75 at Ringford and up through Laurieston and by Woodhall Loch. It's an estate campsite. Basically, they've just turned a field into a campsite. This area was heavily wild camped by some of the yins that we didn't like to be beside. So this seems like quite a positive thing. They're charging £20 for big tents for a night, and if you've just got a wee tent they'll charge you £12. So it's not too bad. This time I've brought along the teepee again. I've not changed much in it. I've had one or two tries at doing things, sorting out the sound on this, which was a drastic failure. I tried sorting out the sleeping bag, but I couldn't get one big enough. The problem with the sleeping bag last time was it only went down, comfort was only down at 6, and it was pretty cold. So we've got the same sleeping bag and the duvets, and quite happy with that. We'll have a wee look round here. It looks pretty basic, but as long as it's quiet and clean, what more can you ask for? Have a wee look at the setup. I'll let you see how that solar panel system works tomorrow. It's a very good system. I used it during power cuts. But anyway, see how I've set up inside. As you can see, it's very, very warm. It's boiling in here. Oh, right. I got things a bit better organised. I've got a carpet on the floor there. All my junk goes in that bag in the corner. The blow-up bed, it's on that sort of silvery stuff, foil. Very, very good, very underrated. And there's a Fendon sleeping bag. I forgive it. It'll be alright as long as I throw that over as long as I throw the duvet over the top for the colder weather. It's got the room that I need. So if I've just got to carry a duvet, I'm not going to argue. A couple of pillows, a blow up pillow, Bob's your uncle. Oh, there's my wee light up there. This is operated by that. I'm learning, slowly getting there. And there's the view to the door. Excellent. Oh, lovely. Good morning. Oh, it's been a cold night. Yesterday was absolutely brilliant, not a cloud in the sky. So didn't get anything done. The problem with not having a cloud in the sky is if it continues during the night, it means it's going to be bloody cold. And it was. But I was wrapped up in my sleeping bag with my duvet over the top. So I had a good night's sleep. Woke up this morning about 5:30. Couldn't really tell. Got up and just sat here. There's only another 6 tents on the site. All spread out, plenty of room, nice and quiet. It's about 8 o'clock and there's one family up, the rest of them are still snuggled in their beds. Excellent coffee. Never heard this sound all night. Great. Got up this morning. And I finally got attacked by the midges. So I've got the skin soft. But the midges are no bad. Could be a lot worse. So I've got to get the breakfast. Now today, we'll have a look at some of the equipment I've got. We'll have a look at the solar system that I've got. And I think I'll take a drive down to the loch. There's this estate. They seem to have diversified, and they've went over to also doing holiday stuff. Well, they've got this big camp. It's one up to a wild camp. Nice quiet place, nobody facilities. But if you want peace and quiet, this is where you come. They also run cottages. I think they've got about 3 or 4 cottages. And of course there's the lake. Now the lake used to be wild camping area for the pike fishermen. It was gear off. But now they seem to be trying to let it out and make it more formal, make some money out of it. And also there's the old adage, if people are paying for something, they've got to respect it more. You know, they're not going to leave so much rubbish about. So I'm going to go down and have a look at that today. I'm going to drive it. The idea is that maybe sometime in the future I'll do a video down at the fishing and camp overnight, a couple of nights. But it looks like it's going to be another gorgeous day. The sun's just starting to break through. It's been up for, I don't think it's been dark at all. But, right, I'm going to get the breakfast on and we'll get on with the day. Let's have a look at what I do for power. This is a all power make. Consists of the solar panels, which are 100 watt or 100 amp, one of the two, and the controller box. Originally I got these for use in power cuts. The area that I live in still has power cuts. Some people use generators, but this gadget, because I've got camping gear and everything runs off 12 volts and can be recharged, it means that I can run the house if there's a power cut. But it's brilliant for camping. It'd be no good for backpacking. Anyway, 100 watt, 100 amp panels, and it comes into, charges this controller. Controller holds 360 amps, made by a firm called All Powers. They make this small one which is 360 something, and they make a bigger one which is the 660, which holds 660 amps. The panel recharges it through here using this adapter. There's also an adapter there, you can take it straight off the panels. This adapter that I'm using at the moment, you can also plug in an adapter off the mains to charge the thing up quick when you're at home. Also, that's a 12 volt input, and you can charge it off your car while you're going along. I've been told that that's very, very quick. That also doubles as a 12 volt output. So if you've got any gear, it works off the cigarette socket attachment for the car. My laptop runs off that. You can use it to run your laptop. On the top here, this area here, if you've got a phone that recharges by Wi-Fi, you can charge your Wi-Fi off it just by pressing that button. As you can see, we've got two standard plugs, household plugs. Okay, it's not going to run that long, about an hour and 20 minutes, but that's okay if you want to go out to the garden or the shed and use a power tool or anything else for a short period of time. It'll run it. It's an inverter. You can also use these sockets for long periods of time if you've got connection cables that run off the mains. Plug them in there and recharge your units. If you are going to use these, you press the AC button. That's it there. Now, for most DC, including the 12 volt, you press the button in the middle and you've got all these outputs around here. All the different 12 volt outputs. Well, not 12 volt. 3 USB cables, and you can charge everything. This wee box I'll charge up when you're camping, your camera, your phone, your laptop, your lighting, your blow up air bed, and anything else that needs power. It will do it. Recharging, the last time I was out, the last night, I used something like 25% of the power during that day. It charged up in an hour and 20 minutes. Mind you, the sun was like this. Today I've got about 30% I've used last night, and I don't think I charged it up when I left home. It's still charging at the moment. It's taken a couple of hours to recharge everything, and all my electrics are recharged plus the backup. All in all, a wee bit expensive, but a very, very good unit. Very handy for, like I'm doing, camping in grounds like this, or caravanners, and anybody that wants to do anything serious off grid. Anyway, that's all powers 360 odd. Early morning, just came out for a wee walk. I went up the drive just to stretch my legs. Nice and quiet. It's about 6 o'clock, but this will give you a better view of the campsite. There we go. Hensol Estate Campsite. Well spaced out, plenty of room. There I'm up the top there, and there's the utility unit. Quite an interesting unit, it's quite good. Right, up to the top, and let's get the coffee on. Oh, good morning. Coffee time again. Oh, this wee cafeteria's really worked out well. Means I can get a good cup of coffee every morning. Oh. Well, last night I was up to 11:30. Just sitting here at 11:30. I had the laptop up here watching a video. I didn't realise the time. All of a sudden it got pitch black. I thought, oh well, I better go to my bed. So 11:30, got into the sleeping bag, pulled the duvet over me, and the next thing I know, it's 5:30 in the morning. Good night's sleep. Got up, had a cup of coffee, went for a wee walk, wandered around the estate. It's dead quiet, absolutely quiet. Nobody else about. It's great, absolutely fantastic. Yesterday, I had all sorts of ideas what I was going to do, but the sun was so strong. I just sat there and people watched in the morning. Got the feet up and just relaxed. That's what I'm here for, to relax. The group down the bottom, the two big blue tents, they were air tents, by the way, 8-man air tents. Should have saw them coming down. Brilliant. But when they got up, there must have been some midges down there. So for 5 minutes they were doing the midgie dance until they got some midgie repellent on. It was quite funny. And the young couple that were up the top, and their tent was the same as I had used at when I was up at North Rhines, Eurohaven DLX 300, and two of them. Should have saw the antics I had trying to get it done. I complained that I had problems getting it done on my own. No, I did quite well actually. It's entertaining and also taught me that I didn't do too bad. Anyway, in the afternoon, I don't live. Well, I live about 30-40 miles from here. I know most of the roads, but I went for a drive. The first thing I did was check out Woodhall Loch. I was hoping to do a camping session there and do some fishing, but yeah, you can drive down to the side of the loch and camp. But I felt I couldn't because my car's too low slung. It's a wee bit too sporty for driving off-road to that extent. So, if I do a fishing video, I'm going to have to go along to Annan. Yeah, Annan sounds like that. I'll have to choose it when it's not too busy, and I'll get the bivvy out and just relax for a couple of days. Yesterday afternoon, well, at the same time, I drove back down to the A75, had a wee wander round Gatehouse Fleet. Now there's a back road leads to Gatehouse Fleet back up here, up through Laurieston. I've never been on it before. What a beautiful drive. It's a wee bit one-track road. I don't think it's meant to be, but it is. Absolutely fantastic drive I had. And a wee wander about back here. Fantastic dinner. I had a curry. A nice curry. Meant to be done in the microwave, but just throw it in the mess tin and throw the rice in and heat it up, and magic. And then go into the videos, and that brings me back to here. What What about this campsite? Well, as you can probably gather, I like it. I like it for the seclusion. This is what more estates should do. This area had problems with wild campers. And it's my feeling, if you're not paying for it, you're more likely to abuse it. Like, you wouldn't get these people, numpties or whatever you want to call them, that you see in some of the videos for up north and round the lochs and the Trossachs, leaving all their crap. If you're paying for it, even a small fee, come on. If you're backpacking, 12 quid for a night, nah, that's alright. And you get the facilities, there's fire pits everywhere. In fact, they're very mobile. There was 4 fire pits burning last night on the site. Beautiful. The people that run this, they've got facilities down the bottom there, you know, a shower block. It's compact. It does the job, it's clean, they look after it, and if anything goes wrong, they fix it very, very quickly. I had a wee problem yesterday and they spent a bit of time and got it fixed. Top marks. They also have, I think, 2, maybe 3 holiday cottages. Basically, they've diversified. They've got land, more land than they need, because of mechanisation. They don't employ so many people, so they've got more houses than they need, so they're making use of them. They've diversified. In my view, the more places, the more estates that do that, the better. The more people can get out there and enjoy the countryside and enjoy this. I mean, see, look at this. What a brilliant morning. Anyway, I'm going to have my cup of coffee, smoke the cigar. I'll kid the doctor I'm smoking this to keep the midges away. You can believe that if you like. Anyway, I'll get the tent down and wander back home. I'm still planning what I'm going to do next. Equipment wise, I've got a new sleeping mat in mind, and I might try a small 2-man tent. I know that I'm going to have bother with it, but I want to try one. I've got one in mind. I might go that way. But my next video, where am I going? I haven't got a bloody clue. Tell you what, catch me next time. We'll find out, and you'll find out where I went, where I'm going. See you later.